Oh my god, guys, the time has finally come.
He's got his Cubivore, Cubivore,
Yeah.
Cubivore,
Go.
got my boyfriend Cubivore,
What?
Cubivore, Cubivore, got my boyfriend Cubivore, look out!
Hey, hey!
He's got his Cubivore.
So we're talking about Cubivore on the Nintendo GameCube. Now this was one of my holy grail games there for a while once I started searching out games I missed. This one, Bomberman, Second Attack, just interesting Nintendo games, specifically Nintendo. That's what makes this game so interesting, is the fact that it was a game made by Nintendo that was published in America by Atlas, which I can't think of any other example of that ever happening.
What are you doing?
Playing Cubivore finally.
Cool.
Yeah. Check it out, I'm about to mate with these 3 chicks.
You're about to what?
Your main goal in the game is to eat and procreate. That's it. Your whole goal is to become the biggest, baddest Cubivore and eventually become King Cubivore by killing the killer Cubivore. The first thing I noticed when I turned on this game is it evokes Minecraft. It evokes Minecraft so much. And it's really interesting because this game came out 7 years prior, maybe less than that, but 5 years prior. It came out in 2002. Simple block art. I guess it originally was being developed for the N64 DD, which kind of explains the 64-esque graphics. Now, the way that you progress in this game is that you have to mutate. And you mutate different ways. You can kill other Cubivores and then eat their body, and then you absorb whatever color their body was. So you can have 5 different colors. You have yellow, red, purple, blue, and gray. Now there's different shades of that too. So there's a pale shade, a dark shade, and there's a mix match. There's pale dark. There's also contrast, so you can have different colors, and then there is fury. So that's the most powerful, and it kind of goes from strength to weakness. If you go from fury is the most strong to pale is the weakest. And you find all these different mutations based on what color combination you are. Every single piece of raw something you get then allows you to mate and gain an additional limb.
You better not mate with them females.
You sometimes get eaten and have to start over from the beginning. So there are 3 different laps, as they call it in this game. There's the pig lap, the bear lap, and the bird lap. Essentially, the way you beat this game is by getting 100 mutations allows you to attack the killer Cubivore. The killer Cubivore is the king that you have to take over, and then you become the new king. King of the Cubivores, that's the goal. And the way you get those different mutations is by different combinations of colors. So you can have pale and dark, you can have dark, 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 you can have pale, pale, pale. And they each are represented by a different shape that your body takes. And there's over, I think, something like 150 different mutations you can get in total. Some of them are easier to get than other ones. The contrast ones are a pain in the ass because you have to eat the right colors. And the way it works with eating the colors is that you have a bar of color at the top. And so say you eat a Cubivore and you eat 2 pieces of blue. Well, then these blue go here in the first 2 spots. And then you eat a red one. Well, the blue ones get moved over and then the red one takes over. You can't pick and choose which color you want to leave. So if you accidentally eat something with one of the cooler abilities in the game, which is called the snatch and go, or it's where you attack the guy and then you automatically eat him in one fell swoop, which is sick. But if you do it on accident, then you kind of screw yourself because there's a limited amount of resources in each level, and that's why they have laps. Because you can go through the laps unlimitedly to try and get all the different mutations, which this would be a completionist nightmare. Thank God I don't do that. I just beat the game. It's just a shame that there's not more copies of it out there, because it's really funny. The humor in the game, they don't take themselves seriously at all. Every time you get 5 mutations, you attract another female.
This game is disgusting. I wouldn't have bought you this game if I knew it was a slut simulator.
That's to mate and become a better Cubivore. The first time I got to the mating process, I had 3 females, and it's like mate with 3 females.
You better not do that.
They each can have a child.
Disgusting.
And the reason why this is good is because that allows you to get free mutations. Because there'll be a random mutation of the next tier up. Because there's 1 limb mutations, 2 limb mutations, 3 limb, 4 limb, 5 limb, and 6 limb. You constantly evolve your Cubivore with different metrics. You have hump points.
I'm gonna give you my angry eyes.
Which aren't hump points. Like when I first saw them, like hump points. No, they're humps for your back that allows you to heal faster out of combat, I believe, or from eating other people, because you heal when you eat people. And the combat in this game is very basic, but it's just good enough. It's just good enough. It's not great by any means. The camera controls are all over the place, but it's fun. It's fun. And once you get the hang of it, you have to hold down the L button to a full charge and then release your attack, and then you start doing major damage. My first lap through the whole game, I would say, I was kind of just, war by attrition. Is slowly hitting. I'm running off to an oasis and healing, slowly hitting. But then after that, I started pulverizing people. Especially one of the later bosses in the bird campaign. I went up to him and I just ate his face. And essentially you're just trying to eat the meat, which is the limbs of the other Cubivores, and get the different color combinations and get the mutations. And that's really it. I'm playing. It's no one. It's a freaking game.
No one is mating with 20 females, you slut. That's not funny. You think it's funny to mate with 20 females? You're gonna live alone with your cats.
Combat is not great, camera's not great, but it's just in this package, and it's such a unique experience that I ate it up. For lack of a better term, I ate it up. I really enjoyed it. It's so funny. The whole thing is just about getting it on, and is just very whimsical, and a great game that more people should try if they ever get a chance. So yeah, Cubivore. If I had to give it a rating, give it a 9.25. I was in the right space for this game. Maybe it's more of a 9. I'm giving it a 9.25. It's a great game. Pick it up. Play it. That's your homework.
That's it. I'm leaving you. You're done. Goodbye.
And there you have it. Cubivore. Great game. Pick it up if you can afford it and find it. Alright, so it is 2017. Yes, I do still have my Christmas decorations up. And going forward this year, I'm going to try to focus on playing some more games that I have in my backlog that I've never played and I want to play. Stuff like ActRaiser, stuff like that. So that's what you should expect, some more on Lucious T. I am still doing the Japanese translated games. I'm still trying to play Front Mission, but I think my Super Nintendo may be deleting my save files. I don't know, I gotta figure that out. But I have pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch. I'm looking forward to that. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that when I get it, I'll be happy to share those. Now, bear in mind, I have a work schedule that allows me to play at work. If you're from work watching this, no, I won't do that, but yeah, I will. So that's one of the big reasons why I got it. And I also launched a Patreon this year, which, yeah, I know, whatever. You don't have to support it. Support it if you want. I just had a few people asking me, hey, man, is there a way to support you outside of YouTube? And I'm like, if you want. I don't know why. I'm just some guy, but I got some crazy rewards out there. 3 of them are kind of jokes. 3 of them are the real ones. But yeah, it's more just going to be for people that want to help shape the content I make, give suggestions, be a part of the show, stuff like that. Things that I think I'd be interested in. I support a bunch of different people on Patreon, and I kind of know what I like as a person. So see if you like it. Check it out. If not, otherwise just stay here. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.
If you got a penny for every slut that you got within this game, you just have a quarter. How does a box even mate? How does a cube even get down with it? How does it get jiggy with it? What's the rating on this game? NC-17? M for mature audiences? Or S for sluts only? I got more. I'm on the roll here.